Hi everyone, welcome to day 6 of my 40 to 40. Forgive me, I was busy, I was tired, but I'm here. So for today's topic, we're going to talk about the narcissist's childhood trauma and signs that you can look for to know if you are with a narcissist. And remember, the type of narcissist that I'm chronicling is one that is not the Donald Trump narcissist, okay? This is a covert narcissist. This person, it's very hard to pinpoint this person because they come off quiet sometimes to the outside world. So this is and can be indicative of childhood trauma. This could be where they were abused as a child or mistreated as a child. And I want us to go into this with a framework of, you know how people talk about children who are easy, happy babies, talking about the temperament of a baby. And then as we see our children grow up, we see that they can be more emotionally sensitive than others. So abuse to one person in childhood could be something totally different to another person. And so there's two factors going on here, right? The nurture and the nature. So how is the person wired versus what environment they grew up with? So if you have someone that is wired very emotionally sensitive, more prone to anxiety and things like that, and you pair them with parental figures or guardians, caretakers that have a more authoritarian or authoritative type of parenting style, you might get a child that feels they were abused or mistreated in that relationship. And this also messes with their attachment style. Now, again, I'm not a psychologist. I do have an undergrad of psychology, so I have a general understanding of some of the things that I'm talking about, but I'm in no way able to diagnose, but I can very clearly see signs. I also do, I am certified as a mental health first aid instructor. And so I do have a general knowledge of what I'm talking about. And so the attachment style of a child like that might be avoidant, might be maladaptive. And so this child grows up and they go into an adult relationship and they begin to retaliate or play out maybe things that they wanted to do to the person that caretook for them, okay, of them. And so in my particular relationship, some of the things that I saw happening was not being supportive whenever I needed that person to show up. That would be kind of a retaliation tactic, a punishment, that they wouldn't support you. Now remember, I am talking to women that are intelligent, consider yourself successful, a boss, very women in leadership. You have a certain type of personality, and so this person would not go to your functions, your any accolades or achievements you're going to receive, award ceremonies, anything you put together. If you coordinated a big event or something like that, they will make themselves very scarce. They don't celebrate you or celebrate your successes. This is one of those things that you need to be looking out for this type of narcissistic behavior. This person also is not your biggest fan. So I want you to look out for that. Your partner should be your biggest fan. And this person will not support you in that way. They won't tell you how brilliant you are, how intelligent, how creative, or whatever, the things that you hear from the outside world all the time, you'll never hear it from this person. And in fact, I believe that they're secretly really jealous because they want to have that confidence, they want to have that achievement, they want to have the admiration that others have for you. And to see you get all of the attention, the accolades, and things like that, it gets them bubbling. And if you're confidently accepting all of that, they may have a hard time accepting you accepting it, right? And so in my relationship, this person never complimented me on any achievements that I had, never celebrated me, and would say things that would, as this person said, knock me off my pedestal so that I won't get such a big head. And so it feels like a retaliatory, adversarial relationship where the person is always against you. And so that's something to look out for as well. It just silent treatments. They will, again, another form of punishment. They will go days, weeks, months without talking to you. They're comfortable, very comfortable existing with you in a home and walking past you every day. It gives them pleasure to maybe see you squirm or get upset at the fact that they're ignoring you. They're pretending that you don't exist. They're degrading you. They're emasculating you. And so the person I was with could go days, months, weeks without saying a word. And it's fine existing that way. Now, you would say another person would decide, why are we even together? Let's just split up. But they get something out of that. Instead of leaving, staying and making you suffer is much better, much better. And they will also threaten a lot to leave, tell you to leave them, say they're going to leave you. They never will, because they get something out of holding you hostage. The person, and when you decide, okay, fine, I'll leave. You said, you don't want to be together, threatening breakup. They won't let you go. They won't let you go, especially without a fight. So again, in a normal situation, you're thinking, okay, you want me to go, I'm going, what's the problem? That's the craziness of it all. And I'll have also a video on, gaslighting, where they also make you think you're crazy. Like, I know you just said, let's break up, and I'm doing that, and now you're pretending like that's not really what it is. And so you want to be on the lookout for that kind of behavior. And also that, like, nothing ever happened. The next day or the next moment, they'll start interacting with you again, as if that nothing has happened. And don't dare bring it back up. Or they may be upset about you bringing it back up. They rather it's let it go. It's over. Just forget about it. And of course, it's a recurring thing that comes up. So that's another sign. Again, when you're in public spaces or at public events and things like that, they may kind of hang back. Again, they're the shy person. They're quiet. They show a different face in front of everyone else, but they're very different with you. As I said before, the person I was with, they said that I reminded them of their parent. And so you may remind them of whoever they feel abused them. It could be a sibling, it could be a past relationship that they were in, that they will remind you about, and you will remind them about that person. And so you want to be on the lookout for that as well. And so they will give you the punishment that they really want to give the parental figure. And so there is something that is called ACEs. It's called adverse childhood experiences. And what I would give people advice about and this is before I knew about ACEs, ask questions about people's childhood, their trauma. So not only that, first of all, the willingness to share that. And then secondly, what have you done about it? So I'm perfectly fine sharing my history of what I have as perceived trauma, but then you need to know what are some things you